What if the most successful person in the room isn't the one talking the loudest? What if the person who's truly winning in life isn't showing off their achievements, posting every success online, or constantly seeking attention from others? Most people have been taught to associate success with visibility. They assume that if someone is successful, everyone should know about it. Expensive cars, public recognition, social status, and constant attention are often seen as proof that a person is winning. But Sigma individuals operate differently. Sigma doesn't feel the need to advertise every accomplishment. They don't chase validation. They don't build their identity around impressing others. In fact, many personalities become more private as they become more successful. That's why their success often goes unnoticed. While other people are busy talking about what they're going to do, the Sigma is quietly doing it. While others seek approval, the Sigma focuses on progress. While others compete for attention, the Sigma invests time in building skills, discipline, and independence. From the outside, their life may seem ordinary. They may not have the loudest voice. They may not be the center of attention. They may not constantly share their goals or achievements. But beneath the surface, something powerful is happening. They're growing. They're improving. They're building a life that doesn't depend on the opinions of others. And because they move in silence, many people completely miss the signs. The truth is that success leaves clues. Even when a Sigma doesn't talk about it, certain behaviors begin to appear. Their mindset changes, their habits change, their priorities change. They start making decisions that separate them from the average person. What's fascinating is that these signs often have nothing to do with money or status. In many cases, the biggest indicators of success are psychological. They show up in the way a Sigma thinks, responds to challenges, manages emotions, and spends time. That's why some Sigma individuals can be winning in life long before anyone else realizes it. In today's video, we're going to uncover asterisk 10 signs a Sigma is secretly winning in life. These signs are subtle, powerful, and often overlooked by the people around them. If you've ever wondered how to recognize true progress without relying on external appearances, this video is for you. Stay until the end because the final sign is one of the strongest indicators of success, and it's something most people never notice until it's far too late. Asterisk 1. They care less about impressing people. One of the strongest signs that a Sigma is secretly winning in life is that they stop caring about impressing people. Earlier in life, like many others, they may have worried about what people thought of them. They may have tried to gain approval, fit into search groups, or prove their worth through achievements. But as they grow, something changes. They begin to realize that trying to impress everyone is an endless game that can never truly be won. No matter how successful, talented, or hardworking a person becomes, there will always be someone who criticizes them. A Sigma understands this and stops wasting energy on external validation. Instead of focusing on appearances, they focus on substance. Instead of asking, how can I impress people? They ask, how can I improve myself? This shift is powerful because it frees up enormous amounts of mental energy. They no longer make decisions based on what will earn the most attention. They make decisions based on what aligns with their goals and values. Ironically, this often makes people respect them more. Confidence becomes more authentic when it isn't dependent on approval. The Sigma who is winning in life understands that real success is not about convincing others that you're valuable. It's about becoming valuable regardless of whether people notice. When someone no longer feels the need to prove themselves to everyone around them, it's often a sign that they are making progress that others cannot see. Asterisk 2. They protect their time relentlessly. Another sign that a Sigma is secretly winning in life is how seriously they protect their time. Most people treat time casually. They waste hours scrolling through distractions, engaging in pointless drama, or saying yes to things they don't actually want to do. A Sigma begins to see time differently. They understand that time is the most valuable resource they have because once it's gone, it can never be recovered. Money can be earned again. Opportunities may return. Time does not. Because of this, they become highly selective about where they invest their attention. They stop spending hours in conversations that go nowhere. They stop committing to activities that don't support their goals. They stop allowing unnecessary distractions to dominate their schedule. This doesn't mean they become antisocial or obsessed with productivity. It simply means they understand the value of focus. Successful Sigma individuals recognize that every choice has a cost. Saying yes to one thing often means saying no to something else. That's why they become more intentional with their decisions. People often mistake this behavior for distance or selfishness. In reality, it reflects maturity. The Sigma has learned that protecting their time is one of the most important forms of self respect. When someone becomes extremely careful about where they spend their hours, it's often a sign that they are building something meaningful behind the scenes. Asterisk 3. They stay calm during difficult situations. One of the clearest indicators that a Sigmas is winning in life is their ability to remain calm during difficult situations. Most people become overwhelmed when faced with uncertainty, setbacks, or unexpected problems. The Sigma responds differently. This doesn't mean they never feel stress or frustration. They experience the same emotions as everyone else. The difference is that they don't allow those emotions to control their actions. Over time, they learn that panic rarely improves a situation. Emotional reactions may provide temporary relief, but they rarely produce effective solutions. As a result, the Sigma develops emotional control. When challenges appear, they focus on understanding the problem rather than reacting impulsively. This calmness often surprises people. Others may expect them to become angry, anxious, or discouraged. Instead, they remain focused and practical. The reason is simple. They understand that problems are a normal part of life. Success is not about avoiding difficulties. It's about handling them effectively. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to practice patience, resilience, and discipline. Over time, this creates a mindset that remains stable even when circumstances are not. People who are secretly winning in life often appear calm because they have learned to trust themselves. They know they can handle adversity, and that confidence allows them to remain composed when others lose control. Asterisk 4. They enjoy being alone without feeling lonely. Many people fear being alone. They constantly seek distractions, social interaction, or validation because silence makes them uncomfortable. A Sigma who is winning in life develops a different relationship with solitude. They learn how to enjoy their own company. This doesn't mean they dislike people. It simply means their happiness does not depend entirely on being surrounded by others. They can spend time alone without feeling isolated or incomplete. Solitude becomes a space for reflection, learning, creativity, and personal growth. Instead of viewing time alone as a problem, they see it as an opportunity. This mindset creates a significant advantage. While others constantly seek external stimulation, the Sigma becomes comfortable with stillness. Many important decisions, insights, and breakthroughs happen during quiet moments. The ability to sit alone with your thoughts often leads to greater self-awareness and clarity. People who require constant attention often struggle when they are by themselves. A Sigma develops independence instead. This emotional independence makes them more resilient because their sense of well-being is not entirely dependent on external circumstances. One of the strongest signs that a Sigma is secretly winning in life is that they no longer need a crowd to feel fulfilled. They have learned how to create peace within themselves, and that peace follows them wherever they go. Asterisk 5. They focus on growth more than competition. Most people spend a large portion of their lives comparing themselves to others. They compare income, achievements, appearance, status, and countless other things. A Sigma who is winning in life gradually moves away from this mindset. Instead of competing with everyone around them, they focus on personal growth. They understand that comparison often creates frustration because there will always be someone ahead in one area or another. Chasing comparison can become an endless cycle that steals satisfaction and focus. The Sigma chooses a different path. Rather than asking, "Am I better than someone else?" they ask, "Am I better than I was yesterday?" This shift changes everything. Progress becomes personal. Success becomes measurable according to individual goals rather than external standards. The Sigma focuses on learning, improving, and developing skills rather than trying to outperform everyone else. This mindset creates long-term growth because attention remains directed toward productive actions rather than endless comparison. Ironically, people who focus on growth often achieve more than those who focus solely on competition. Their energy is invested in improvement rather than insecurity. A Sigma understands that life is not a race against other people. It's a process of becoming the best version of yourself. And when someone becomes deeply committed to growth rather than comparison, it's often a sign that they are quietly building a successful life behind the scenes. Asterisk 6. They stop reacting to every opinion. Next, one of the biggest signs that a Sigma is secretly winning in life is that they stop reacting to every opinion they hear. Earlier in life, they may have felt the need to defend themselves, explain their decisions, or prove critics wrong. Like most people, they cared about how they were perceived. But with growth comes a powerful realization. Not every opinion deserves a response. A Sigma begins to understand that people will judge no matter what. Some will criticize success. Others will criticize failure. Some will support you one day and doubt you the next. Trying to satisfy everyone becomes an exhausting and impossible task. Instead of reacting emotionally, the Sigma becomes selective. They listen to useful feedback and ignore noise. They learn to separate constructive criticism from meaningless negativity. This creates a tremendous advantage. While other people waste time arguing, defending themselves, or worrying about what everyone thinks, the Sigma stays focused on what actually matters. People often mistake this calmness for indifference. In reality, it's confidence. The Sigma no longer feels the need to fight every battle or win every argument. They understand that results speak louder than explanations. The ability to remain unaffected by constant opinions is a sign of emotional maturity. It shows that a person's self-worth is no longer controlled by external approval. And when a Sigma reaches this stage, they become much harder to distract from their goals. Asterisk 7. They become more disciplined than motivated. Many people wait for motivation before they take action. They tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, next week, or when they feel inspired. Unfortunately, motivation is unpredictable. Some days it's strong, and other days it's nowhere to be found. A Sigma who is secretly winning in life learns not to depend on motivation. Instead, they develop discipline. Discipline allows them to continue moving forward even when they don't feel like it. They understand that long-term success comes from consistency rather than temporary excitement. This mindset changes everything. Instead of asking, "Do I feel motivated today?" they ask, "What needs to be done?" They show up on good days and bad days. They work when they're inspired and when they're tired. Over time, these small actions compound into significant results. Most people underestimate the power of consistency. They focus on dramatic moments of inspiration while ignoring the daily habits that create success. The Sigma understands that extraordinary achievements are often built through ordinary actions repeated over long periods of time. This discipline creates momentum. Momentum creates progress. Progress creates confidence. And confidence built through action is far stronger than confidence built through words. When someone becomes more committed to discipline than motivation, it's usually a sign that they are building a life based on results rather than emotions. Asterisk 8. They keep their goals private. Another sign that a Sigma is secretly winning in life is that they stop announcing every goal they have. Many people feel the need to tell everyone about their plans. They share goals before they've taken action. They talk about future success long before any real progress has been made. A Sigma takes a different approach. They prefer to work quietly. Instead of spending energy discussing what they plan to do, they spend energy actually doing it. They understand that talking about goals can sometimes create a false sense of accomplishment. Results matter more than announcements. Keeping goals private also protects focus. Not everyone will support your vision. Some people will doubt you. Others may discourage you. By keeping certain plans to themselves, the Sigma avoids unnecessary distractions. This doesn't mean they never share achievements. It simply means they allow actions to speak first. There is also a psychological advantage. Private goals create less pressure and fewer outside expectations. The Sigma remains focused on the work rather than on managing other people's reactions. Over time, people begin noticing results that seemed to appear out of nowhere. What they don't realize is the Sigma has been quietly building those results behind the scenes for months or even years. Success often grows in silence long before it becomes visible to others. Asterisk 9. They walk away from energy drainers. A Sigma who is winning in life becomes extremely protective of their energy. They understand that not every person, situation, or habit deserves a place in their life. Some things consistently create stress, negativity, and distraction without providing any real value. Instead of tolerating these influences indefinitely, the Sigma begins removing them. This could mean distancing themselves from toxic relationships. It could mean avoiding unnecessary drama. It could mean breaking habits that waste time and weaken focus. The important thing is that they stop investing energy where it produces no positive return. Many people remain trapped in unhealthy situations because they fear change. The Sigma learns that protecting peace is often more important than maintaining comfort. Walking away isn't always easy. It may involve difficult decisions and uncomfortable conversations. But the Sigma understands that growth sometimes requires letting go. Every hour spent dealing with constant negativity is an hour that cannot be invested elsewhere. Every bit of emotional energy wasted on unnecessary conflict is energy that could be used for personal growth. Successful people are often successful because they know what to remove from their lives, not just what to add. When a Sigma starts walking away from things that drain their energy, it's usually a sign that they are becoming more intentional about the life they want to build. Asterisk 10. They feel at peace with themselves. This is perhaps the strongest sign that a Sigma is secretly winning in life. They feel at peace with themselves. Many people spend years chasing success because they believe it will finally make them feel complete. They think more money, more status, or more recognition will solve their internal struggles. The Sigmas eventually realizes something important. External success means very little if there is no internal peace. As they grow, they become more comfortable with who they are. They stop comparing themselves to everyone else. They stop seeking validation from every direction. They stop trying to live according to other people's expectations. Instead, they develop self-acceptance. This doesn't mean they stop improving. It simply means they no longer believe they need to become someone else in order to feel valuable. There is a quiet confidence that comes from knowing who you are, a confidence that doesn't depend on applause, attention, or approval. People often overlook this sign because it isn't flashy. It doesn't attract headlines. It doesn't always look impressive from the outside. But internally, it changes everything. A person who is at peace with themselves can handle criticism more calmly, setbacks more effectively, and success more wisely. That peace becomes the foundation for everything else. And that's why this final sign is so powerful. Because when a Sigma is genuinely comfortable with who they are already winning in one of the most important ways possible. Being a Sigma isn't about showing off success. It's about building a life that feels meaningful, disciplined, and authentic. The people who are truly winning often do it quietly. They focus on growth, protect their time, ignore distractions, and continue improving without needing constant recognition. Asterisk. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 10 signs do you think is the strongest indicator that someone is secretly winning in life? Leave your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and join the community for more Sigma mindset and self-improvement content. Remember, the strongest success is often the success nobody sees until it's impossible to ignore.